My dad's friend, Mr. Prather, is at my house fixing my doors. I'm not even there. It's amazing. This is like so cool. Things are getting done. This vlog is like changing my life, I feel like, because I think that because I said yes to this, that's why my house got broken into, and that's why my dad's friend came over to help me clear out my clutter and all the stuff that I really wanted to get done actually during this vlog challenge. And it just has pushed me and has pushed everyone to kind of like come to action. This is another example of when something bad happens, all of the blessings that come with it. So just be patient and just trust and just keep going and go slowly and breathe and smile and all of those things, because it's gonna be okay. And it's actually gonna be better probably when the bad things happen. They're to open you up and break things down to where you can rebuild, you know? So I am beyond blessed and thankful and just amazed. Headed into Jay Gilligan's for the chat and do. Can you see? I'll try to get as much footage as possible, but I don't know. David, tell them who you are. Tell them what chat and do is.
I'm David, Arlington Knights. We promote all the live music in town. Every club, every venue, every street corner has live music we know about. Every single day. Check it out. Spread the word. This is Ezra.
Testing, check. Alright, so I'm going to start off with my acoustic version of Toxic.
Thank you everyone for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you, Evelyn. She'll be back when we're done talking a little bit here. Welcome to Arlington Knights Chat and Do. For the people that stand there by the bar, thank you for being here, Don. Appreciate that. What we always do to begin with is we just go around the room and introduce who we are, what we do, and why you're here. We'll start with you, Don. Over here.
Hi, I'm Victor. I live here and I'm making music. Oh, I play in a band called Spenny Baby. It's like an updated ELO. I think that's the best way to put it.
So that we're all aware that there are musicians that are here in Arlington, that we don't have to go to Dallas, we don't have to go to Fort Worth, and we can create a scene here where there is a market. There are people who want music. There's so many musicians that are here based in Arlington that are going other places, and so we're trying to create this buzz here, I think. So that's what my part in Arlington Knights is. But I'm starting a new project called Adam Marie with my friend Wes AA, who's also in a project called Wes AA and the High Five Hooray. He's been doing music and open mic nights in Arlington for a few years now. He was here. It did. Yeah. If you ever want to bring him back, he's available. We're trying to get a Monday night, actually. We're shopping for a bar to do a Monday night, because that's the only night of the week right now. I think that we don't have an open mic in Arlington. But we have one every night of the week, and Arlington Knights is promoting all these open mics too. So we have a platform for all these musicians to come and to hone their crafts, and we've got great musicians, but the bars don't really care. The bars want people who have friends on Facebook and who have a following, and they don't really care if you're good or not. So we're trying to change that and shift that to where it's the good musicians who are actually getting these gigs, and the people want to come to the bars, and the bars promote because they've got good musicians that are going to be here, and they want to provide that for their customers. So I think there's a lot of money to be made that we're missing out on, and I think that there are a lot of talented musicians that don't have a place to perform, and why not? There's so many bars and venues here. So that's I guess that's my spiel. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
My name is Brooks Kendall. I work for a company called Avalon Productions, which, in short, is opening the new Live Oak Music Hall right here behind the Shipley's Donuts and the new Lester's outdoor bar, which will also be a music venue.
Next Chat and Do is going to be August 6th at the Mavericks. We're going to have Trip Weather playing for us there. We're going to have Robert Shepard, which is a city council member, speaking for us. He's also the bass player for the Brad Thompson Band, which will be playing tomorrow night at 11. So he'll be able to tell us a little bit about the politics of music from a musician's point of view, hopefully. We'll see what happens. So.
This company that's called Avalon Productions, which is spelled A-F-A-L-L-O-N, so it looks like A-Fallon or Avalon or something else. If you've seen it anywhere, you probably have your own pronunciation in your head. But, I was hired by them to take over the Live Oak Music Hall in Fort Worth. They sort of stumbled into owning that venue. So we took it over, turned it around. It was in a bad spot. We just recently had our lease quadrupled in Fort Worth at that location. Have you guys ever been there? I know Spinny Baby's been there. I know Evelyn's been there. Nobody else. So anyway, we shut that location down, and we're opening a new one here on East Main that David has already mentioned. What the Live Oak is a listening room music venue. It's generally an adult-oriented venue, focusing on seated shows, a lot of singer-songwriter type of stuff. Probably leans a little rootsy, but still very eclectic. We've had Spenny Baby at least once, more than once, I think.
I played there twice.
We did a lot of stuff focusing on local rock acts. We did a lot of hip hop. We did a lot of jazz. We did a lot of classical and chamber music. But in general, very rootsy. Americana singer-songwriter focused, high ticket price seated show, non-smoking, early show starts on time type of a vibe, which also has a rooftop bar which features free live music every night of the week. That will be here in this location also. Then across the street from that, which would be next door to Division Brewing, if any of you guys have been there, that will be our other concept we're opening on East Main called Lester's Bar, which will be a majority outdoor bar with a stage, live music most nights of the week, light food, casual atmosphere. That place, Lester's, will open in September, hopefully, and the Live Oak will hopefully open in early 2018. We're working on all of it.
Tell people about Arlington Nights, spread the word, share it to your friends. The more people know about it, the more people will stay in town, the more people will say, oh, Road Radio is playing Stumpy's. I think we'll check them out. Because they're a fun band, in case you hadn't seen Road Radio there. There's thousands of musicians in Arlington, and we got a dozen. There's something wrong with that picture, because the idea is when Denton had 2 bars shut down this last year, they freaked out. They had a town hall meeting. It was all everything else. We're losing business, and the musicians was cared so much they stopped everything and had a town hall meeting and said, what can we do?
Arlington is really nice to us as well, and they invite us to play. But the community in Denton is just a lot warmer. And that's not to say Arlington is not doing Arlington is doing a bad job or anything. It's just that there's just a better, I guess I'm going to steal your word, there's a better synergy. There is a small organization called the Dentonites, kind of like Arlingtonites, and what they do is they have one person for every specific job. And then they have people who are running open mic nights, and people who are doing house shows. But the thing is that they're together. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay, they are one unity. That's what makes them so powerful. Here, we have a bunch of different people who run open mic nights, do booking, but we're all spread out. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. We're not together. So what happens is you feeling like, let's say I have an open mic night and people are not really showing up or doing anything, it's because I'm not networking enough. So what I've been doing, what I'm going to be trying to do, is I'm going to be hosting some open mic nights at my house, maybe some house parties. Because what I like about Denton, what I've learned from them, is they start at the bottom. You guys are wanting everybody to be at the venues, like to make it really fun and exciting, but it starts at the bottom sometimes. Does that make sense? You get the good musicians, you build that community, become like a family. And then we go to the venues. I really appreciate what she's doing right now, because that's what they do all the time. If you, like, I follow all the Denton people. They're doing like, there's a guy who really enjoys electronic music, so he just sets up one place and he puts Facebook Live, and then he's just spinning away. Is anybody there? No, but in the social media, it looks like he's doing a lot of work. Does that make sense? It appears that way, and this is kind of, well, my generation is a lot about appearances, and it's sad, but at the same time, it's what looks good and what looks successful, and then they believe that it's successful, and then they come to things. Does that make any sense? Mm-hmm. So, just things to keep in mind, like, be very aware on social media on what you're doing, and it sucks, because sometimes it feels very fake, but it is very successful. What he was saying is a great point, and so thank you for doing that as well. I appreciate you. That's about it. I hope I've given you guys some ideas. We need to come up with a small group of people that have jobs to do in this group. Does that make any sense?
We kind of
Like-
have that going. We've got it going, yeah.
They are working on it. You want to join the group?
Yeah.
We got
Sign me up.
Number
Let's get
5.
something going after this. Okay.
5, we're going for 6. Yeah, I'll do whatever you guys need.
Yes.
Thanks, man.
And now it's about like focusing and buckling down, and like I think that's why I'm here in this project, is to put it in a viable, like, you get on Arlington, it's got some big local. For instance, like the open mic, I run an open mic once a month in On Tap right here on the square, which is not too, by the way. Yeah, that's even once a month. You know, I have a good turnout once a month, but I'm afraid that if I did it twice, there wouldn't be a turnout.
No, you're right.
You
You're
know?
making that scarcity happen.
Exactly, it'd be crazy. And there's an urgency to get there, and so I know that. And there's a lot of other places. We're just doing this once a week here. He's actually developed a really good following, but some days I'm coming here. 17 people had already signed up. She went up at 6:30 in 2 minutes. That's how Banter used to be. Banter, the coffee shop. The coffee shop Banter had like, they were the place to go to do open mics in Denver Square, and they shut down. It's been 3 or 4 years now. It's where 940 is.
What a great meeting. That's so good. We had a lot of people kind of stepping up to really want to help our cause. I feel like we're moving in a really great direction. Really exciting stuff going on in Arlington. So come be a part of it. Come to Arlington Nights. Come if you're a musician especially, or if you know, even just like music and you want to help create the scene here, then come join us. It's the first Sunday of every month. But right now I'm running late because I want to talk to everybody there forever, because everyone's got such great ideas and everything. But I had to cut it early and leave to go do this job at Dallas. So I'm gonna be rushing into the city and hopefully getting this apartment clean before the next tenants for the Airbnb come to check in. So you gotta hurry.